Right. In this lesson, we shall focus on mathematical literacy, paper 1, as it was examined in 2023. And obviously, we shall look at how the questions are asked in mathematical literacy, paper 1. That is what we shall focus on today. We shall also obviously dedicate time to looking at paper 2 as well next time. Right, a couple of
Okay.
things. Now, a generator is a useful device that can be used to provide an alternate source of electricity during a power outage. Generators are very important because if there's a power outage, these generators generate electricity. Now, shown below is a picture of a generator with different payment options. Somebody wants to buy a generator in the house at home because in the event that there is a power outage, what we call often load shedding, right? We need a generator for power generation and to possibly be in a position to carry on with our daily lives and to be able to have lights on, be able to cook and so on. Now, there's a cash price, right? So a cash price of this generator is actually 10,999 Rand, including 50%, 15% VAT, VAT, value added tax. Now, there's a higher purchase, and the higher purchase requires a deposit of 10%. So if you have cash, you pay 10,999 Rand. You're able to obviously have this includes a 15% VAT. But now, if you do not have the price, the cash price, you actually can always buy this generator or pay for this generator through what we call the hire purchase, right? And the hire purchase entails a deposit of 10%, right? A cash price is clearly 10,999, and the hire purchase involves a deposit of 10%. The installment then becomes exactly 534 Rand and 14 cents per month, but that is times 24 months to pay. Right. And the interest rate is actually exactly 14.75%. Right. There's something called the online credit via what we call the MobiCred, and the installment is actually 1,006 Rand per month times 12 months. The interest rate is actually 9.76%. Right. Give two payment options for this generator. What are, yeah, they just need only two payment options for this generator. So we answer question 1.1 and we look for the payment options for this generator. What are they? And what do you think is the answer to this particular question here? So the payment options are as follows. So for the answer to 1.1, you can pay through what you call the hire purchase. Right. So you can pay for this generator through what you call the hire purchase. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, if you do not
Yeah.
want to pay through the higher purchase, you can pay online through what you call the online credit. Right. So through either the higher purchase or what you call the online credit. Okay. Right. Online credit. And through this online credit is also called the via. It's also called the via MobiCred. Via MobiCred. Right. Obviously, they said two payment options, but you can give them one more, and you can also pay cash price. You can also pay cash. So there can always be a cash price for somebody who has the amount of 10,999 Rand. Okay, so those are the kinds of things you need to obviously consider there. Right, in 1.1.2, we're looking at define hire purchase within the given context to say what does a hire purchase mean here in this situation? What does the hire purchase mean here? Okay, hire purchase means that you buy, right? You buy the generator Okay, so you buy the generator at a monthly installment. Monthly installment. Okay. Only after your final, right? Only after your final installment, right? Only after your final installment, you own the generator. Okay. So these are the kinds of things which are very important. So you buy the generator at a monthly installment. Okay. So only after your final installment, you own the generator. So this one, actually in 1.1.2, is what we call hire purchase agreement. What does it mean to say you are speaking of a hire purchase agreement? So hire purchase agreement means you buy the generator as a monthly installment. Only after your final installment, you own it. Okay, so you're going to own this generator after your final installment. All right. Now we look at the third question. The third question says you need to be able to write down the interest rate if the generator was bought on hire purchase. Write down the interest rate if the generator was bought. The generator was bought on hire purchase. What is the interest rate? What do you think? How can you answer
I
one
think
point? What do you think?
I think the interest rate is
Okay.
we but we given the interest rate, isn't it 14.75%?
Yeah, that is the thing. So obviously now they're saying write down the interest rate if the generator was bought on hire purchase, and on hire purchase, the interest rate is this one. So the interest rate,
Yes, so
yeah, is actually 14.75%. And that's the
so we
answer.
given
It's given, and just write it down. You see the beauty of mathematical literacy. It's as sweet as honey. Okay, everything is obvious. The answers are given to you. You just have to write them down. So the interest rate on a higher, so you just have to see that, okay, they're saying it's a higher purchase. So on a higher purchase, you just pick the interest rate there and you write it down. Let us look at the next question. Now in 1.1.4, they're saying calculate the total cost of the generator using MobiCrad. So in other words, using MobiCrad, what is the total cost of the generator? We're looking at 1.1.4, and this is way too easy. What is the total cost of the generator using MobiCrad? Because the online credit or via MobiCrad installment is 1,006 Rand per month. So which means that the total cost is going to be actually subjected to this. So the total cost is actually exactly 1,006 times 12. And if you multiply this by 12, what do you get? Are you able to do it on your
it's
calculator?
12,000. Yes, sir.
What do you get as the answer?
It's 12,072 Rand.
12,072 Rand is actually the total cost of the generator using MobiCrad. Okay, so that's as easy as that. Now in 11.5, they are saying that a 12.5% discount is given on the cash price. Calculate the amount of discount given if the generator is purchased for cash. A 12.5% discount is given on the cash price. Okay, so in other words, there is a discount. Calculate the amount of discount given if the generator is purchased for cash. Okay, if you buy it cash, how much will the amount of the discount be? Or what you call the amount of discount here. Okay, I'm sure that you can do that. I'm giving you a minute to try that one and give me the answer. I'm giving you just
Okay.
1 minute. You try it. You try it there and then you give me the answer. So we're looking at 1.1.5. So in 1.1.5, you're really saying now the 12% discount, then how much is it going to be now if there's a discount there? Right. So obviously this is very obvious because how much is the cash price? It's 10,999 rand. So you need to write down the 10,999 rand. And then now you need to look at the percentage. Right. Because you're saying 12% discount is given on the cash price. You calculate the discount. This is the cash price. So you need the discount. And the discount is actually 12.5%. It's 12.5%. And 12.5% means 12.5 over 100. That is the percentage. So if you use a calculator, what do you get? I'm trying to also test your calculator skills. If you do 10,999 times 12.5% divided by 100, what do you get as the answer?
It's divided by 12.5. It's giving me a fraction.
Yes, and now convert it to a decimal. You might be having an SD button. Press the SD button. What do you get?
SD button.
Yeah, there is an SD button that is small. If you have a scientific calculator, it's scientific, right?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
It's one.
Yes. What is it?
What's this number?
It's 13. Just read the digits. 13.
74,
1374,
comma
8,
875.
875. Yeah, it's comma 88. Okay. So you can just read out the digits. So it's 1374,88, and that is 1,000. How do you know it's 1,000? Because now when we count the digits, we know very well that a number followed by 3 digits is 1,000. So it's thousands. So this is 1,374 rand and 88 cents, and this is the answer altogether. And this becomes this becomes the answer. So in other words, calculate the amount of discount given if the generator is purchased for cash. So if the generator is purchased for cash, then the discount is going to be this one. This is the amount of discount. And what does it mean to speak of the amount of discount? Meaning that this one here is going to be removed from the price. So if this is a discount,
10,000.
yes, from the 10,999, they're going to remove this one because if they give you this discount, if something costs 10 rand and the amount of discount is 2 rand, somebody is giving you a 2 rand discount. So it means therefore you're gonna pay 8 rand. So they're gonna you're not gonna pay the 2 rand. You get the point. So they're gonna minus the 2 rand from the payment that you're gonna make. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Let us look at 11.6 or 1.1.6. Name the type of interest charged if the generator is bought on hire purchase. Name the type of interest charged if the generator is bought on hire purchase. What do you think?
The type of interest.
Purchase. Yes. What do you call this interest here? Because on hire purchase, the interest is what? It's 14, what? 14.75. Yeah, 14.75%. You agree? So what do you call it? It's obvious. Think about it. Okay, we are learning mathematical literacy. I want you to get a distinction in mathematical literacy. Okay. But what do we call this interest rate of 14.75%? This interest rate of 14.75%, because now this one here, it is such that is subjected to an installment of this over a period of 24 months. And this is the interest rate. And therefore, the interest we talk about on hire purchase is called simple interest. It is called simple.
Compound and simple.
Yes, compound and simple interest. Okay, you remember those, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now this is called here simple interest. It is called simple interest. Why is it called simple interest? It is called simple interest because on hire purchase, we speak of simple interest, okay, because it's hire purchase. But now
Okay, and
the two
compound
types
interest.
yes, there's also compound interest, obviously, but now compound interest does not apply in the case of what? In the case of
In
the,
purchase.
in the case of hire purchase, okay, but obviously, there are instances, and in most instances, the interest, the type of interest will be spoken and be mentioned in most instances so that there's no confusion about the kind of interest that is being charged. Okay, so we have answered these questions up to 1.1.6. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Right, the next question is 1.2. Right, in 1.2, we're saying John's daughter joined the school's hockey team in 2022. Table 1 below shows the school sport uniform she would need, as well as the percentage change in the price compared to the previous year. Table 1, prices of school sport uniform with percentage, right, change in price. So you have the item, which is the sport shirt. Right, you have the sport shirt. And the sport shirt has a 2021 price of exactly 267 Rand and 92 cents. In 2022, it is 265 Rand. And obviously, then you also have here the minus 1.1%, which is the percentage change in price. Right, minus 1.1%. But you also have the sport shorts. Right, how much is a sport short now? The sport shorts in 2021, the price was 214 Rand and 17 cents. In 2022, the price was 177 Rand. Okay, but now the percentage change in price was exactly minus 17.4. The sport scat was 248 Rand and 70 cents in 2021. In 2022, it was 232 Rand. And obviously the percentage change in price was actually there minus 6.7, etc., etc. You can see those values there. Okay, this was adapted from the News24 site there. Okay, arrange in ascending order the percentage change in price. Right, the percentage change in price, which is this one. We need to arrange it in what? In ascending order. What is ascending order? What does ascending order mean? Do you remember?
The biggest, smallest.
Please come again.
The biggest to the smallest.
Okay, that's fine. Now, ascending order is the word ascend. Like if you speak of Ascension Day, what is Ascension Day? What does the Ascension Day entail? Okay, there's this day when things are ascending, are going up. Things are increasing. So to ascend is to increase, is to go up, is to go higher. And therefore, obviously, in ascending order, we're going to the largest one. We go to the largest one from the smallest one. Okay, right. So we're looking at 1.2.2. And now in 1.2.2, what then? Okay, now that is 1.2.1, where we arrange in ascending order. And now we look at this very, very carefully. Let us start. So to start off, we'll start with the smallest one. The smallest one is minus 17.4%. Minus 17.4%. Minus 6.7%. And then we have minus 1.1%. And then we have 10.1%. Okay, so we dealt with these ones. And then we are continuing with the extraction, but now we're organizing them in ascending order. 10.1%. Next is what? Is 42.7%.
Yes.
Is this one? Right, and then after that, it's 90. 90.1%. Next,
Yes, sir.
122.2%. All right, so yeah. Now this, we have arranged these in ascending order. Ascending order means that the order of increasing magnitude from the smallest to the largest one, and we can see that the smallest one is exactly that. Okay, I can see you're raising a hand. Is there a question?
You made a mistake here at 10.12. It's supposed to be 1, not 12.
Let me see. Okay, the 10, eh? Okay. Let me see, which one are you talking about?
Yeah, where you were answering.
Is it okay? We
On the
start
side.
on the side.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We started with which one? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then
The fourth one.
the fourth one. Is it
Yes, the
1, 2,
10.12.
3, 4? The 10.1. I speak about the 10.1.
Oh, it looks like 10.12.
Okay. Sorry. Let me just write clearly there. Thank you so much for mentioning that. So I'm gonna write clearly. Let me put semicolons.
Okay, thank you,
Let me
sir.
put semicolons because now this is gonna be a little bit confusing, you see? Oh, I can use some colors. Let me use some nice colors and make this one green. The separation, I'm gonna make it what? Green, like this. Right, I'm gonna make it just green to make sure that there's no confusion and you're able to see, because it can be a little bit confusing. And then now it can appear as if the number is something else. But now if I write like this, then it's gonna be very, very clear, you see? All right, now this is awesome. So you have minus 17.4%, you have minus 6.7%, you have minus 1.1%, and then obviously the 10.1% is also there. Then we have the 42.7%, you have the 90.1%, and then 122.2%. So yeah, this is the result. Okay. Right, so we continue. We continue. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much there, dear. Okay, right now, right? All right. Now we're looking at 1.2.2. 1.2. In 1.2.2, we need to identify the third most expensive item in 2022. The third most expensive item in 2022. In 2022, what is the third? The third most, not just the most expensive, but the third most expensive item in 2022. What do you think is the answer to this question?
The sports shirt.
The sport shirt. Well done. Right. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. And this is a very, very brilliant answer. The sport shirt. I agree with you there. So it is the sport skirt. It is the sport skirt.
Thomas.
Is it correct? What do you think?
Isn't it the shirt?
Isn't it the shirt? Okay.
One.
Okay, remember,
Okay, no,
the third most expensive. Okay, which one is the most expensive? Sadly, the most expensive.
The tracksuit top.
It is the what?
The tracksuit top.
The tracksuit top. Right. Yes.
Then the sport
So it's
shirt.
number.
Then
It's number one. Number two is which one?
the sport shirt.
The sport shirt, 2. Then what is the third most expensive?
Oh, the sports skirt.
The sports skirt is the third most expensive. Okay, right. So in other words, this is the sports skirt. Right, we agree that the sports skirt is the third most what? Most expensive
Expensive item in 2022.
in 2022. Well done. I like that one in 2022 because you also have 2021. Right, so now the next thing is in 1.2.3, we need to calculate the difference in price of a cap bought in 2022 compared to 2021. Calculate the difference in price of a cap bought in 2022 compared to 2021. What is the difference in price for a cap? What do you think?
Okay, so
Yeah, now a cap. Here is the cap. Yes, what is the difference now? Because in 2022 and 2021, then how do you find the difference? What is the meaning of the word difference? So we're dealing with what we call the word difference. What is the meaning of the word difference in mathematical literacy?
Isn't it subtraction?
Well done, subtraction. 171 rand
Minus 80.
89.95. And then what is the answer? It's actually 81.05. That is the difference. Because to find the difference now between the 171 rand and the 89.95, so we just subtract. We just do what? We just subtract. Yeah, and now that is the difference we actually have had to find here. And we found the difference because we had to find the difference in price of a cap bought in 2022 compared to 2021. And we really can see that in 2022, the price increased. But by how much did it increase? It increased by 81 rand and exactly 5 cents. Okay, so that is what we're able to see there. That's what we're able to see over there. Next question. Determine the total cost. Determine the total cost. All right. So determine the total cost, right, of the school sport uniform in 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, I have to plus everything.
Please come again.
So basically, I have to add everything on the 2021 price.
Yes, definitely. So let us just do that one very quickly, and we can answer that one with so much ease. So no stress there, no stress at all. Right, so we continue. Right, so if you look at the 1.2.4, right,
So
the total cost of the school sport uniform in 2021. Right, so now in 2021, but we're speaking about the school sport uniform. What do you think is the answer?
the answer is,
How are we supposed to do it?
we're supposed to add
everything, right?
We're supposed to add every item.
Yes, every item. Well done. So we're going to say 267.92 plus 214.17 plus 248.95. 200,70 plus 267,
67,78.
78 plus 87,75 plus
48,
48, 58 plus 89, 95. Then use a calculator to do this. Okay, and I'm sure it's way too easy. Right, if you use a calculator, what do we get out of these here?
Can you please give me a minute?
All right, I know you can be able to do this, but I need to confirm your calculator skills as well. You need to confirm your calculator skills as well.
Okay, I'm getting 976,15.
Okay, what are you getting again?
976,15 is the total.
Is the total. Okay, let us check that one, because I'm getting a different answer. So, personally, I'm getting 1,204.85. Right, is the total cost. Total cost. Okay, check again. I'm expecting you to get that answer there. And that is what? Do it again, please.
Okay.
Do it again, please. And then tell me what answer you're getting.
Okay, sir.
All right. Because I'm expecting us to get like the same answer. So if we need to get the same answer, it's very important that we get the same answer and you don't just get different answers. Because there's one answer.
Okay, I just got 1,224,85.
Wow, well done, well done, well done. Now that is the answer altogether. And that is the what? That is the answer to the question. Okay, good. So now we continue and we do the next one. We do the next part. We do exactly the next part. And the next part is 1.2.5. Name one other item not listed in the table that John's daughter might need in order to play for the school hockey team. Okay, name one other item not listed in the table that John's daughter might need in order to play for the school hockey team.
Should the item be part of the school uniform or it can be any other item?
Okay, that's a good question. Yeah, but yeah, any other item that you think that is not in the table that John's daughter might need in order to play for the school hockey team.
Okay, she might need a hockey stick.
Yes, the most definitely. So yeah, obviously, that is so true. So in other words, in 1.2.5, the daughter, we know very well that is gonna need some shoes. So some hockey shoes. Okay. So we know that the daughter might need hockey shoes. But if the daughter does not need hockey shoes, the daughter might also need what you call the shin pads. Because
for the knee.
hockey. Yes. Those shin pads are very important for safety. It's some safety gear because when playing hockey, you are subjected to having sometimes to fall down, etc., etc. and we are likely to be hit by objects. And then now, these shin pads are very important, or the hockey shoes are also way too important. Okay, so we continue right now to sort this out. So let us look at the next question. Right, in the next question, now we are really saying, first we need to read through this particular information, because use the graph above to answer the questions that follow. We need to use this graph. So to use this graph, let us first read through the questions. Now, the line graph below shows the official and expanded unemployment rates for 2021 for all the provinces in South Africa. Right, these are the official and expanded unemployment rates for 2021 for all the provinces where? In South Africa. And now let us read together and understand. Note, the expanded unemployment rate includes the statistics of unemployed persons not looking for employment or trying to become self-employed. The total labor force includes all those who are employable, including the unemployed. Okay, so now official and expanded unemployment rates for 2021 for all the provinces in South Africa. Right, now if you look at the percentages, you're able to see that there are the official and the expanded. Right, official and expanded unemployment rates. So what are the official? So now some of the rates are official, some of the rates are what? Are expanded. Right, the official rates themselves are actually perceived, and the expanded ones are a little bit thinner. Okay, you can see the thicker ones are actually the official. Those lines that are thinner, you have the expanded. Okay, you can really see that now if you look at the percentage, 60%, 50%, 40%, 30%, 20%, 10%, 0. And you can really see that obviously here you have, for example, the Eastern Cape. Right, if you look at the Eastern Cape, the Free State Province, Gauteng Province, Mpumalanga Province, Northwest, KZN, Limpopo Province, yes, Western Cape and the Northern Cape. Well done. Okay, right, so let's check. Now, for instance, here is 49.6. Okay, but now, what else do you have? If it's about 49.6, then you have also what? Now you have the official, the expanded is 49.6. Okay, so this is the expanded one. It is 49.6. And then the official is what? The official is the thicker one, which is 43.8. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, we're able to see these particular questions. So in other words, the total labor force includes all those who are employable during the including the unemployed. Okay, so those who are employable and those who are actually unemployed there. Okay, so now that is the labor force. But the expanded unemployment rate includes the statistics of unemployed persons not looking for employment or trying to become what? Self-employed. Like, use the graph above to answer the questions that follow. Write down the province with the highest expanded unemployment rate. Which province do you think has the highest expanded unemployment rate here? And why do you think that is the case? Why do you think that is the case?
The Eastern Cape.
It is the Eastern Cape province. Well done. So now write down the province, or in here you need to say it is just the Eastern Cape province. Right, it is the Eastern Cape province. The Eastern Cape province, if you look at the expanded unemployment is what? Is 49.6. So since it is 49.6, then we're able to see that it is the expanded unemployment rate. Okay, now the smallest difference between the official unemployment rate and the expanded unemployment rate. What is the smallest difference? We're looking for the smallest. You remember what we said about what the difference is. How do you find the difference between two numbers? What did we say?
We subtract.
We subtract the two numbers. So now in this question, they're saying the smallest difference between the official unemployment rate and the expanded unemployment rate. So what is the smallest difference there?
Are we calculating for the Eastern Cape
Okay.
or for
Any
everything?
other province?
Yes.
Province. So we're not really focusing on the Eastern Cape, like obviously the answer to part A was Eastern Cape. So, but in the part B now we are looking at any other province here. So the smallest difference between the official unemployment and the expanded. So now you need to look at the graphs here and look at where the graphs are the closest to each other. Where are the graphs the closest to each other? In which case, therefore, that will give you the smallest difference. Which province? What do you think? It is the Western Cape.
It's the Western Cape.
It is the Western Cape. Right. It is the Western Cape that is sitting at Western Cape province, Kapa, you know. Now, the Kapa Western Cape, you have 27.9 and then 23.7. So if we are to find the difference, what we do there to find the difference is as follows. Okay, so in other words, anyway, we don't need the difference, but we just need the profits. So now write down. So because according to this question, the question is clear that we need to do what? We need to just write down the province with the smallest difference between the official unemployment and the expanded unemployment rate. Is the Western Cape. Right, if you look at 1.3.2, 1.3.2, determine which province represents the model official unemployment rate. Which one do you think represents the model official unemployment rate?
The Northern Cape.
Okay, that's year. So obviously now to the province which represents the model. What would model mean? So this will refer to the mode. This will refer to the mode. The mode. What is mode in statistics? Mode in statistics means what? What is the mode in statistics? Because in statistics you speak of the mode. So what is the mode in statistics?
The middle number.
Okay, you need to remember that what the mode is in stats is the value that appears most often.
Oh.
Yes, so in other words, mode is the value that appears. Yes, that appears. I'm just defining. They did not say we need to define. That appears most often, okay, in a set of data values. Right, in a set of data values. Mode is the value that appears most often in a set of what? Of data values. Okay, so but this is not the answer to the question. It is just a definition. So the question is which province now is doing this? So which province is having the property that such that the official has the model official unemployment rate. In other words, the unemployment rate that occurs the most. And the answer to that question is there's no mode here. So there's no province. No province. Right, okay, you can write no province, but you can also write no mode. You can write no province, no mode. Alternative, you can say no what? No mode. No province or no mode. Next question. Total labor force for the Free State was 918,000 in 2021. Calculate the number of officially unemployed people in the Free State. Let us look at this question. What do you think? How would you do this question? How do you do this question? Because now, in other words, the total labor force in the Free State was what? Was 918,000 in 2021. And so now, calculate the number of officially unemployed people in the Free State. So you're dealing with the Free State province, right? And the officially unemployed. So the Free State has 35.6. So in other words, you would say the number of, you put here the number. Right, so the number of unemployed people.
Officially unemployed.
Yes, maybe let's just put that one to make sure that there is a clear distinction. Right, so let's just say the number of officially, right, officially unemployed, right, unemployed people, right, in the Free State. Okay, because we're not speaking about any other province, we're speaking about the Free State province. And therefore, this is equal to, so now you'll see it's 35.6. 35.6%, right, times 918 times 918,000. And then what is the answer here? What is the answer? Use the calculator, please, and share the answer.
Okay.
Right.
The answer is 32699.16.
Okay. Well, let's just check that answer that you got. So you got what? Please say it again.
3269.
Yes.
69.
It's 69. Okay, I'm trying to check if your answer is very correct. Please do it again.
Okay.
Do it again. I need to compare your answer with mine. Okay. Please do it again. I need to compare your answer with mine. I need to make sure we write correct answers. Okay. I mean, yeah, 35 points times 918, 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to check. What answer are you getting?
Oh, 32680.
Okay. Like this. Okay, because remember that the percentage means that there's 100 here. So it's 35.6 divided by 100 first, and then you multiply by this. Did you divide by 100?
Okay. It's 326.848.
Is it like this? 808, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah, now that is the correct answer. And thanks so much for noting that. So that is the correct answer. All together. And that is the correct what? That is the correct answer.
Sir.
Let us look at the next question. Roadside Tours and Travel Agency made a booking at a guest house for 36 work colleagues to attend a conference in Uppington. The guest house offers rooms with 2 beds and 4 beds for accommodation. Annex A shows an invoice that Roadside Tours and Travel Agency received from the guest house. The total amount for accommodation and meals were paid for in advance. Use Annex A and the information above to answer the questions that follow. Write down the address of the guest house. Right, so okay, that's okay. So we'll spend time on this question in our next lesson. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now we shall spend. So in other words, so this we shall do during our next lesson. Right. So
Okay,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. It's what? So yeah, this question we shall do during our next lesson, and I'm gonna communicate to you, but we need to fix, so we can fix this day because Fridays we're doing physics, so we can fix this day for mathematical literacy, and these days what is Wednesday, so we can say every Wednesday 8 p.m. we do mathematical literacy. Yeah, okay, I'll send you more details on WhatsApp. You can also ask questions, but Fridays we're doing science. Okay.
Okay, so and when are we doing life sciences?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the day for life sciences as well. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll talk then and have a good evening. Okay.
Have a good evening as well. Bye, sir.
Thanks. Goodbye.